Not everyone wants their code out in the open, and you shouldn't have to give that up to deploy easily. Let's put an app on this server straight from a private GitHub repo, code nobody else can see, and still get updates that are one push and one click. It takes 2 quick one-time setups. After that, it's effortless. I'll show every single step, so you don't need to have watched anything before this. Because the repo is private, GitHub won't just hand your code to anyone. The server has to prove it's allowed. We'll set that up with 2 different keys, and it really helps to know why there are 2. First, a personal access token, a temporary password that fetches your code just once for the very first deploy. Then a read-only deploy key, a permanent pass tied to this one repo that quietly authorizes every future update. Token to move in, key to keep the lights on. Let's make the token first. On GitHub, I open my settings from my avatar top right, go to Developer Settings, and create a fine-grained personal access token. I give it access to only this one repo, Hello App, and only one permission. Contents, read only. That's the least I can possibly hand out. It can read this repo and nothing else, and it can't change a thing. I generate it, and GitHub shows me the token once, so I copy it. Normally, you'd never let a token appear on screen. I'm only relaxed here because I'll delete this one the second we stop recording. Now into Server Manager. I click Browse All Actions and pick Deploy from my computer. Despite the name, it can pull from a repo too. I choose Web App because Hello App is a small program that answers web requests, not just static files. Then for source, I switch from my computer over to from a Git repo. I paste my repo's web link, the HTTPS one. On its own, that clone would be refused because the repo is private. So I open Advanced, and there's a field for a personal access token marked Private Repos Only. I paste the token I just made. Notice the field is masked, dots, not the token, and the hint says used once, not stored. And that's exactly what happens. It's used for this single clone, then scrubbed off the server. I hit Clone and Deploy. The server clones my private repo, immediately strips the token out of Git's config, and hands off to Faro. The same guided setup my app would get any other way, installed as a service, running behind a reverse proxy. I take the defaults and approve the one bundle. And it's live. My private code running on my server. But remember, that token was one time and it's already gone. So right now the server has my code, but it can't fetch it again on its own. Let's fix that once and for all. Authorize future updates so I never have to touch a token again. In the Apps panel, I open the Controls tab and there's a button, Generate Deploy Key. Faro creates a key pair right on the server, a read-only one, so it can pull my code but never change it, and shows me the public half to hand to GitHub. The private half stays locked on the server. It never leaves. I copy that public key, go to my repo on GitHub, open Settings, then Deploy Keys, and click Add Deploy Key. I paste the key, give it a name, and, this part matters, I leave Allow Write Access unchecked because this key should only ever read. I click Add Key, come back to Server Manager, and tell Faro it's done. Faro tests the connection. Deploy key working. That's the setup finished. For good. Now the everyday part, and this is all you'll ever do from here on. On my computer, I tweak the app. I'll change its greeting. I commit and push to GitHub. Exactly what I do on any project. Nothing Server Manager specific about it. Back in Server Manager, I open the app's status tab and hit refresh. Using that read-only key, it checks the private repo and tells me plainly, the server's now one commit behind. Here's the commit that's running. Here's the one waiting. And right there is the button. Pull latest. I click it, approve, and the server pulls the new commit over that read-only key, no token, no password typed anywhere, reinstalls anything new, and restarts the app for me. I reload, and there's my change, live in production. A private repo, code that never left GitHub's walls, updated on my own server with a push and a single click. No token sitting on the server, no files copied by hand. So keeping your code private costs you nothing here. 2 one-time setups, a token to move your code in, a read-only key to authorize updates, and after that, it's push, then pull latest forever. The key only ever reads, so even if the server were ever compromised, it could never push changes back to your repo or wipe your code. The same flow works on GitLab, Git, Bitbucket, and the rest. And when you just need a quick one-off fix, you can still edit a single file right here in the Files tab, then just click Restart to apply it.